Hello, believers. You know how at times you might be feeling so good, everything going okay, and out of the blues, from the far right, not even thinking, something pop into your mind that really and truly throw you off kilter. And at times it might not be initially, it gets you off, It's just like a little speck, and it's there lingering, and it festering, and then suddenly your whole feelings or everything as you perceive it to be, your life is in disarray, and you might having problem with a relationship, all because of this little negative thing that pop into our head. Today's video we will be talking about that. So let's go. Hi, my name is Paula Simon, a believer who is on her third pivot in life and trusting God in the process. On this channel, I talk about my passion about God and hoping that it will encourage others to seek a closer relationship with Him. If we look at Joshua chapter 1 verse 8, they talk about us focusing on God, pondering on His words. And unless we're not doing that, we could lead ourselves into trouble. Because I don't care how far is your walk. Whether you could preach like Paul or prophesy like Moses, whether you've been a believer for 10,000 years, as a prayer warrior, you know the Bible from back to front, you could quote any scripture, whatever, you would find sometime or for sometimes you are bombarded with thoughts that could lead to like a little problem with your relationship with others and even with God. And that is what I want to talk about. Because, let's look at it. We're in a very great, uplifting, and encouraging, loving atmosphere, not only in the US, in the entire world, which is not so. And because of that, since we could be in the world, but not of the world as believers, but we're in the world. So we cannot really and truly escape all the negativity that is running around us. And because of that, it could seep into you. Let me give you a little example about myself. Putting my business out on the street. You might be good, or I might be good. And suddenly, a little thought might pop in your head. Hear how sometimes it come in a nice, you could say genuine and a loving way. Oh, I haven't heard from Tony for a while. Let me give Tony a call. I called Tony. Tony didn't answer because of whatever. Sometimes Tony didn't even get the call. She even got internet then because something gone wrong. She didn't get the call. But hear how the negativity gets you. I called Tony, and then 4 or 5 days, suddenly I might start thinking, this thing pop in. Politically, Tony was looking at your call and she ignore you. And if you only allow that kind of thought to filter, or you only give it 1 ounce of encouragement, suddenly it gone to a whole thing. And you suddenly got this whole negative feelings towards somebody, and it is not even so. I could remember I had a friend, because she's no longer there. A time she called me, and she said, oh, I was trying calling you 2 times and I didn't get you. When she called me, I was at some airport and then I had a connection. So I was telling her, I said, you know what? She said, I said, what day you called me? And she told me the day. I said, I think the day I was traveling, We continued talking. Then she said something like, oh, I just thought that perhaps you make a new friend and you're no longer interested in our friendship. And I'm thinking, where have his name this came from? A conversation later on, I realized that period she was feeling lonely. She called me and she didn't get me. She didn't stop to think, I wonder if something happened to Robin. I wonder if something happened to Kenya. I wonder if something happened with Paula's family back home. No, nothing like that came into her thought. Her thought was, I have a problem and I no more interested in having a friendship with her, and I maybe get a new friend. And then she said, especially since you're traveling around the place, you might have gotten a new friend. And she had this thing festering for months. And that is what I'm talking about. We have to be circumspect when things come to us. We got to make sure that we focus on our Father. And when these things pop up, because it would pop up, we got to see it as it is. And even if it is so, we got to ask God to help us. All right, Tony might be behaving funny, but you know what, Father? I thank you for the friendship that we had. And even if she's behaving funny now, Father, you know the reason. I check myself, I didn't do her anything wrong. And stop it right there. Because if not, it could ruin so much of our lives. And here, when it happened in one area in our lives, it affects the other area. Because if you're upset in one area, you cannot be so nice and happy and cheerful in the other area, even if you pretend it. And when you pretend, after a while, it's going to show up. We as believers have to protect our thoughts, protect our eyes, protect the things that is coming into us, protect conversations, because sometimes when you leave a conversation with someone, you end up feeling negative. Let us focus on what God tells us. Let us focus on understanding that if He's in charge in our lives, even those relationships that might go away, it is all for our good. That person was only there for a certain time and they served the purpose. The purpose that you had to serve in their life and the purpose they had to serve in your life, and it's no longer there. And we have to let things go. If you are new to this channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. A returning subscriber or visitor, welcome also. If this video or any of the other videos on this channel is of help to you, please share. You know what? Why not be part of the family? We have space. Subscribe. Turn on the notification button so YouTube will let you know when a new video is uploaded. We will be talking later. Between now and then, guard your thoughts. Make sure you keep all negative thoughts and words and everything out of your life, because that's not the life that our Father planned for us. So take care and have a blessed day. Bye.